do you have some ideas for saving money before we get into how to make some money?
Well, my whole big thing with saving money is always that you have to pay yourself first, and you have to put money aside in a place that you cannot easily access it. So the beauty, well, the gift and the curse of a mortgage payment is it just comes out of your bank and that's it. And you budget the rest of your life with the balance. And that's getting a little harder right now as rates have gone up. But effectively, it's something you have very little control of. It's just gone, and then you budget off of the rest. And what they do is they save a bit from whatever is left. And that's the wrong way to do it, because ultimately, marginal propensity to consume, the reality of living within a budget, you're going to spend whatever you have. And if if saving is literally your last priority, then you're just not going to do it. So my advice always when it comes to saving is have it be the first payment. You know, the old cliche, pay yourself first. The first thing that should come out of your account every pay is an amount set aside for saving or investing. But that needs to go to an account that you cannot easily get access to. If this is an account that's attached to your card, or that you can even just go into a teller and get access to those funds or move it around in your online banking, it's not going to accumulate. This has to be something that goes to a very difficult account that's not linked to any cards and is really hard for you to get at, and that has to be your first payment. That goes out the door.
Wallet.
You know, a crypto wallet pieces. Maybe it's like $150 a paycheck, right? Which is a lot of money right now, but maybe it's $150 a paycheck. Then your mortgage or your rent comes out. Then you live off the balance, but pay yourself first. That's kind of the way you need to think about savings.
So Chandler can open accounts for you guys, and he'll hold all your money.
Yeah. Just wire it to me. I'll take real good care of it.
Okay, no, I like that. That's a smart way of being.
That's the way I treat my
if you
kids.
Put it aside away
Christmas money.
to start.
Or the birthday money. I'm like, yeah, I got it for you, bro.
Yeah, if you put it away at the start, like you said, it's not there to spend, and then you don't think about it. That's kind of what real estate does, because you pay the mortgage,
100%,
and then
forced savings.
The equity is the forced savings, or the principal payment. Sorry. My one thing I would suggest to do that I think will make you really think about it, because I can tell you, yeah, cut your Netflix, cut your this, cut your that, but everyone's got their own specific set of expenses, and they have their own reasons that they need to have those expenses. But I think the number one thing that I used to do, and I need to start doing again, is breaking down your actual expenses. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't need a color-coded spreadsheet, but take a piece of paper, write out what your actual income is after tax, what actually hits your bank account, and then write out all the things that actually leave your bank account,
it's great
or get charged on your credit card. And I think that's a great way to actually see what you're spending your money on, and you can be like, whoa, I'm spending $300 a month going out. Then you're like, maybe I'll dial back. I'll still go out, but maybe I'll dial back when I'm out there. Instead of having 4 beers, I'll have 2 before I leave the house, take a cab, and go to the bar or whatever, maybe, or get a friend to pick me up. And that might work out to save me some money.
There's some really phenomenal apps that do that as well. And you can actually set your budgets. And when you're over the budget, it will send you an alert like, hey, you're over your budget for food and drink for this period.
Exactly. So use one of those apps to do it. But again, I think just writing it all out and understanding where your money is going allows you to be conscientious when you're out there and really consider what you're spending, as well as you're going to see things that are like, maybe I don't really need this. Like it's not worth what I was spending, whether it be getting coffees. Again, it seems like it doesn't really add up, but then you're like, oh, maybe I do it 3 times a week and I get a muffin at the same time and it's $6 each time. Now it's $20 a week. Holy shit, I'm spending $100 a month on Tim's and I don't really get that much out of it. And my office has a Keurig. So you know what? I'll just start using the Keurig for the rest of the time.
Yeah. Or like, I just bought a second Amazon Prime account because I logged in with my Amazon, even though my wife already has an Amazon Prime account. So there's that. And then I wanted to watch Yellowstone, so I had to buy Paramount Plus. And all these little things, I know that, but all these subscription services, they do add up. And I know Christian Freeland got ripped. I think it was her that got ripped because she's like, my family's having to cut back. We even dropped Amazon or Disney Plus. And people were like, that's not relatable. People are literally struggling to pay their most basic bills. And you think that canceling your Disney Plus subscription, like that's out of touch. But
one thing I'm going to say about streaming services is I'm like, I don't know if I can even say this. I should incentivize this, but try Googling the name of the show and the episode number you want.
Oh, yeah, you can find a way to get it for free, get one of these sticks or whatever. But
Chandler said it, I didn't say it.
Oh,
for all of you that
they
are listening.
exist in the world.
AI is listening to the pod and like siphon through the words.
Yeah, stop paying for
porn. You're going to walk outside and get like... Chandler also said that. That wasn't me. Anyways, those I think are 2 high-level things that anybody can do. And if you haven't already done it, either start lobbing the money in there right away and break down your numbers. I'm going to break down my numbers. Maybe we should both break down our numbers and bring them in.
Ooh, no, thank you. No, thank you.
See, look, he's afraid
No,
to do
thank
it.
you.
He's afraid to do
Nope.
it because he knows once he
No.
sees that sheet, he's
No,
gonna
I
be
don't
like,
wanna know.
Hell no, I ain't ordering no skip the dishes tonight.
Oh my God, the skip the dishes
Kids be
budget's
like,
another level.
Dad, I'm so hungry. You're like, I don't care. We're drinking water with ice cubes tonight.
No,
We're
it's
chew
not-
on the
it's
ice
not good.
cubes.
It's
You're
not
gonna
good. It's not
fill up.
good. Listen, we're not doing that. But I will say, to your point, you budget, you cancel those things.
I think I have to force him to do this.
No, not going to happen.
That's how you're gonna. We need you to save Chandler.
So,
Oh my God.
when you talk about removing these things from your payments,
Uh huh.
it is a moot point if you don't redirect that money somewhere. This is the same when people say, hey, I might refinance my property. What do you think of that? I'm like, only if you're going to do something with that money. Don't just have that money, pay off a Visa, and then rack that Visa back up, or, take that money and spend it frivolously. No, if you're going to then cancel payments on XYZ that save you $100 a month, make sure you then allot that same $100 towards a forced savings situation that you have to set up, because otherwise you're gonna be like, oh great, I saved that money and I just spent it on another dumb crap. So I don't know how we got into that, but that's some good saving tips. I also had some thoughts on like what should people then.
Yeah, before we get to that, we need to make what do we say? 25 comments on the YouTube video, and we have to break down our numbers.
I mean, you can put
We-
as many
we never-
comments as you want. You are not seeing my bank statements.
We need the people to rally.
I mean,
If
if
you
someone
haven't
hacks
listened to
in,
it
if
this
there's any
far-
hackers out there and they hack into my skip the dishes, it's gonna be a bad look. It's gonna be terrible.
Okay, we just need to see your skip the dishes. How's that?
Oh
you need to give us
my
one budget
God.
item that you can. You're gonna give us one budget item that you can reduce. You're gonna bring in one or two budget items that you said, look, I looked at these.
I'll look at it and then I'll decide.
I got sick to my stomach, and now I'm gonna reduce them.
Listen, I don't want people to judge me on how much Mary Brown's I consume, or it's down. I will say it's down. I've been a little healthier.
Good.
Of late.
Good. You're looking better. You're looking good.
Thanks. This has devolved here.